Hello all and welcome back to Belfast Worm Farmer. Another update today. We're still absolutely over the moon with the support that you're giving us across our social media. Big thumbs up to you all, it's been awesome. Just a quick update today, not too much happening. Our worms haven't done too much because of the dip in temperature. We're just going to have a quick check on them anyway. And then we've got a special surprise for the worms today. Today we managed to pick up some dragon fruit for the worms. You could eat this, it's not fit for human consumption, it's just very mouldy, that's all. When you cut it up inside it's a little bit mouldy inside. If you've eaten dragon fruit it doesn't really taste of anything, and I've tried one earlier on, it doesn't taste of anything, this one. So yeah, we'll cut that up and we'll feed it to the worms and we'll run over some worm bins, and we've got a couple of shout outs towards the end. First big shout out today goes to Matty for cutting all of this paper for us. The worms consume quite a lot of paper and we were getting low. And Maddie, she recently broke her leg, so she's been sat indoors bored. So we asked her kindly could she cut up paper, and lo and behold she managed to cut all this paper for us. So big thumbs up. Thanks Maddie. So we're just going to cut this dragon fruit up in half so the worms can... The idea is that the worm will be able to place it down on the top of the worm, on each worm bin, and the worms will crawl up inside and eat this, and we're hoping that they eat the outside too. We've seen videos with people with the worms eating banana and even orange, which we didn't know until recently. Worms don't really like citrus, but Emily, the crazy worm lady, look her up on YouTube, she is actually feeding her worms oranges and no worms are dying. Look who's come to join us, it's wee Ollie. Say hello.
Hello.
Look what we're doing right now, Oliver.
What's that?
It's dragon fruit.
Yeah. Wow. Do worms like it?
We're going to find out, we're going to cut it up and then you and Harry can feed it to the worms.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's good.
Pull it back just that way. Harry, can you add a couple of pieces of dragon fruit to that bin?
Yes.
Put it so the fleshy bit is inside. See the white bit? Put that so it's pointing down.
Like that?
Yeah. No, that's it, just drop it on top. Right. Like that. And we'll find out whether the worms like it or not. Not going to rummage around too much in these bins today. Don't know if the camera's picking up on it, but there's tiny white bugs on whatever this is here. It's something really mouldy, but see down there, there's tiny white bugs.
They still haven't done that much eating.
Yeah, they have. This worm snug's actually starting to fall apart. This was one of the first ones we added, so they do break down. A few people had asked about that, whether they break down or not. Lo and behold, 8 weeks later, there's signs that the worms have been near an espresso pod. There's actually a worm cocoon on top of an espresso pod. We're still going to keep the experiment going, but to be quite honest, we're not happy with them at all. They're not biodegradable like they said they would be. Right, put some
Dragon fruit.
On top of here.
And let's see if the worms like it.
I'm sure they will.
This is cocoons.
That's worm cocoons. They start off yellow, as we've said before, and then they get darker and they go almost red before the little baby worms pop out.
And then they grow into big adults.
Yep. But that's just in a quick handful at the top of each one of our worm bins. Now, Harry wanted to hold some worms in his hand to show you how big they are, like we often do. It's quite a lively one there, jumping around. Right, drop them back in, Harry, because I don't even like it very much. Oliver, would you be able to cover them up?
Yep.
Just like that. Just cover them up gently like that. Awesome. You're great little helpers today, you boys are, aren't you? Oliver wanted to hold some worms, so get your hands over here, Oliver.
And there's some cocoons.
Wait, hold it over the bin, please, Oliver. There you go. Look at all them worms on your hands here, Oliver.
Yeah.
Do you like worms on your hands?
Yeah.
There's cocoons in there too, Oliver, look.
Yeah.
See it on there?
Yeah.
Some big juicy worms on you in there?
Yes.
Right, drop them in there then. And then we'll cover them back up and move the worm bin around.
Yeah.
Would you be able to feed them ones?
Let's feed them some dragon fruit.
Just drop it in like that, right?
Here you are, worms.
What do the worms do with the dragon fruit?
Eat it.
And what do they do when they eat?
Make soil. They poop it out. That's their food.
This is worm bin number 1, the very first bin that we set up. So this is the longest established bin we have.
Yeah. Look at all these worms. This one. Worms don't like getting touched, but look at this. He slipped out of my hands.
The worm castings in this one's building up very nicely indeed.
Yeah. Lot of
The worm snug there is full of cocoons.
Yeah. And worms. They don't really like people touching them.
No, we try and leave them as much as we can, don't we, Oliver?
Yeah.
This was another long established bin.
Yes, and there's big guys.
There's big guys in this one, in there, Oliver?
Yeah, like this guy.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Don't pull him, Oliver, please. You'll rip him. Loads of cocoons and really good worms in there. Cover them back over. We'll give them some dragon fruit too.
I saw one going to ate part of it.
I don't think you did. This was the worm bin that we set up in the second to last video of us setting up a new bin. So we put compost in the bottom and some cardboard and some cabbage and some porridge oats just to let it get established. I don't think it's quite ready for adding worms yet. It's not broken down as much as I thought, and it's still a little bit damp. We've got 2 small pieces of dragon fruit left, so we're just going to add it to this one and then add some water, and we'll leave it a bit longer, and then we'll introduce some worms to this bin. Oliver, see in the corner there's the watering can. Right, you turn it upside down like that, and then you move it up backwards and forwards. Brilliant. There you go. Yeah, put that back down. Right, so we're going to leave this bin a little bit longer to get established again, and then we can introduce worms into that one. Just another quick update again, like we said, we fed the worms the dragon fruit which we were given to us. If you see in the background, we've changed the layout of Harry's shed just because we wanted to get more access into the worm bins. A big shout out to Teresa Marie, your daddy says you like our videos. If you do like our videos and you want to subscribe, click up here.
If you want to see more, click up here.
Up there. Thank you very much for your support. If you do want a shout out at the end of our videos, leave the comments below.
Yes, below.
And if you want notification of our videos, don't forget hit that little bell thing
Yeah,
down
perfect.
there. Until next time, guys, thanks very much. See you later. Bye.
Bye.